podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Hello and welcome to Anxious Black Belt Podcast. I'm your host, Les Bubka. Hi guys. So trying to record this one for a fifth or sixth time. Every time something happens, either the lorry comes by, or my wife is on a meeting really loud, or the cat jumps in. Okay, fifth take, and let's see how this is gonna go. Plus, I've got a croaky voice, and if I'm gonna be coughing, I do apologize. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna try to edit it best as I can. But yeah, so take number 5, and today we're gonna look at the belt colors. Belt color in my system, belt color in Kyokushin, and how it's connected. And we see how it goes. Again, if I cough, my apologies, and thank you very much for you tuning in to listen to my another episode. Much appreciated. And let's go. So, the belt system was introduced by the Jigoro Kano, founder of judo, and consisted of Q and Dan grades, Q being beginners, Dan being advanced. Originally, there was only white, brown, and black color to mark the level of judo players, obviously. Kishin Funakoshi, the founder of modern karate, adopted a modified Kano system to suit his vision of progression in karate. Worth noting that in Kano's system, Kano himself awarded grades. Gishin changed this and created a syllabus to follow, and that could be used by others to assess the students to the one level, which proven to be a success. And as you know, now most of us using similar systems as the different martial arts grab that too. In our club, we went back to the original idea, and the grades are awarded when student is ready. If they put up the diligent training, once a year they awarded. Grading system is a useful tool in martial arts. Although I had a short period in my training that I have removed grades from our training, and the result was significant drop of motivation for my students. Since then, I have returned to belts and grades as a reward, motivation, and self-reflection tool. I think that the grading system allows us to show students how they had persevered and overcome challenges. It is a physical manifestation of an effort and resilience that can translate to every area of life. Karate has built-in control failure that allows you to create habit of overcoming life challenges, and that spills out from training to everything else. In our club, we have 5 colors from white, yellow, green, brown, and black. Based on Kyokushin symbolism, we have each color associated with a significance. Let's look at the origins, so the Kyokushin symbolism. I like the belt color descriptions provided by Shihan Cameron Quinn from Australia in the book The Budo Karate of Mas Oyama. The first edition is super expensive, but luckily he's now created a second edition of the book, and it's available on his webpage, which I link the link in show notes below. Starting with a white belt, it's a level of purity and potential. When a student is entering the dojo, he or she is unaware of the upcoming challenges ahead of him or her. Her heart or his heart is full of hope, enthusiasm, and thirst for knowledge. Beginner is focusing on getting accustomed to surroundings, training, and etiquette protocols. Then we've got the red belt, the stability level. Red color symbolizes earth. Red belt focuses on the stability and understanding the base and the stance. Through the foundation training, we learn how to control correct posture, dynamic balance, and the weight during movement. Red belt should be also accustomed to physical fitness and the challenges of training. The blue belt is a level of fluidity and adaptability. Blue color symbolizes water. Student on this level should be able to adapt and react fluidly according to stimuli, just like water taking shape of its vessel. On this level, student is starting to adapt karate to his personal circumstances, both mental and physical. Blue belt focus is also on flexibility, both physical and mental, overcoming the urge to taking it easy. At the blue belt level, students starting to feel health benefits of karate training, overall improvement in strength, flexibility, and cardiovascular system. Blue belt is also focusing on practicing undisturbed spirit that is calm and unshaken during fight. Loss of control causing panic, anger, and fear. Show no emotions and keep your mind sharp is the message. Yellow belt, assertion level. Yellow color symbolizes fire. Students at this level understand the power generation through the hips and waist. Students should not only focus on the physical aspects of training, but also on the mental attributes. Perception, awareness, assertion, and the other manifestations of willpower. Yellow belt helps students to understand the fire, the dynamic power of the will in karate. Student is becoming more confident in his abilities and decisive in his actions. With fire, student becomes aware of the feeling of the body in motion and dynamic fiery aggression in fighting as a useful energetic tool. Yellow belt is a last of the beginner's grades. So you gotta do red, white, yellow being a beginners, and in Kyokushin advanced colors start from the green belt, which is a emotion level. Green is a mixture of blue and yellow. Green belt is learning to accept others as they are and that we never know the full story. Student becoming more caring and considerate of others around him. Greenbelt works hard on developing mature and fearless attitude in sparring, alongside a calm approach to self-protection and daily life. This is the first step into the art of hiding skills and emotions. Brown belt, the practical level. Brown is a mixture of three primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. Brown is focusing on the fine balance of body, mind, and soul. Brown belts should be proficient in techniques and strive to get even better in technical skills. Brown belt is starting to teach lower grades, with authority ensuring that students can trust him or her. Through honesty, integrity, and loyalty, Brown belt represents the dojo and respects the responsibility he carries. The black belt is the colorless color that absorbs all of the colors. And we will look at that Yudansha grades in the following episodes of the Anxious Black Belt. In the meantime, if you are a black belt or maybe running a club, I would like to bring your attention to an excellent course done by my friends Mary Stevens and Jamie Clapp on the subject of children's self-protection. Most of you probably know Mary and Jamie and they don't need introductions, but if you don't, both Mary and Jamie are leading experts in children's self-protection field, and their course Animal Instinct is something that I can recommend. If you want to have amazing program for your young students that will benefit them and their parents, you can check it out via link in show notes below. But honestly, I had a look and I've got a copy, and it is a amazing piece of work. They put a lot of time into it and effort, and it's well worth it. In our dojo, we are less poetic about the meaning of the colors and focuses more on the abilities, and it goes something like this. White belt. Students stepping into the dojo unaware. They might have done some research on karate, but in general, they are not aware of what lies ahead. They are ready to learn, techniques, etiquette, and terminology. During the white belt, they are introduced to basic concepts within karate and learning fundamental techniques, applications, kata, and sparring. In terms of sparring, students focusing on survival. Yellow belt. Students with us couple of years, so his physical abilities and skills developed. He is well aware of etiquette and the rules of the dojo. Students aware of concepts and now is focusing on improving their skills, transitions, and positioning. Students look deeper into a throws and takedowns and how to fit them within the kata and the sparring. During the sparring, students should be able to comfortably move in a standing up fighting and defend takedowns. Green belt. Green belt is the most frustrating grade as lots of us students, just like I did, stay on this grade for a long, long time. This is the most important for us in the students' development, and they need to get really, really good at that as they're representing dojo outside. Student at the green belt level is focusing on making transitions between standing up, throws, takedowns, and trying to incorporate them smoothly. Plus, there is a survival on the ground. Student also is starting to make karate more personal and is choosing one of the pin forms that she or he would like to focus on in depth. Green belt should be able to spar comfortably in stand up, throwing, and takedowns. Green belt is starting to have deeper understanding of kata applications and the process of analysis of the forms. Brown belt. Brown belt should be well rounded and able to move between the areas of combat. Have deeper understanding of kata application, should be proficient in technical aspects of the art, and be able to explain the mechanics and principles. Brown belt should be able to control the situation in sparring and escape from the ground. Students should be able to be fighting in all areas of the fight, from stand up to ground fighting, and make their escape. Black belt expands on the exploration of making karate personal and fitting within his or her personality, physique, and abilities. In the future podcast, we will explore and compare different approaches to the black belt in the various martial arts, as I don't really buy into the black belt is a just the beginning. I think I've done a podcast on it before, so if you wanna listen to that, you can go back and search for the episodes and find one. So this is a kind of where we're coming from with the color belts and meaning behind. Obviously, there is loads of different versions and different like Taekwondo have got a different take on it. I'm sure Kung Fu got a different take on it. BJJ have got a different take on it. But if you're using the color belt system, I'm sure there are some meanings and some requirements for it. Some are more poetical, like Kyokushin one. I really just extracted the essence of them. And if you want a full one, I really recommend to either look online or have a look in Shihan Cameron book. There's more into the chakras and kind of Buddhism and stuff, which we are not interested in our club in that. The most important thing is for us how the students behaves, how they can handle themselves, and like I said, those levels, taking them through the ability to fight. So you're coming in, you can't fight at all, you learn basics. Yellow belt, you start being kind of comfortable standing up, throwing punches, kicks. Then we're adding a concept of being takedown. So you learn through that, get accustomed, survive, then give back, throws and takedowns. Then you've got the escapes from the ground. So you've got the stand up fighting, throws, takedowns, escapes from the ground. Then you're getting comfortable in being on the floor and having a little bit of play. And then black belt, you making it everything from that program yours, and you're kind of building up your own karate. That's the easiest ways to say it. but the focus is on that fighting ability. But it is not a sporting, although we take part in sport, and I have nothing wrong, don't see any wrong thing with the sport, but the mind frame is we trying to escape from all the situations. So I can spar standing up, but I am able to create positions that I can escape. Um, Takedowns, grappling as well. I can use my grappling skills to create opportunities for me to safely escape. Groundwork, same. Find the positions to escape, stand up, and move on. And yeah, and then be all rounded in all this. So be able to see the opportunities for you to escape wherever you are. Thank you for listening. And if you would like to support this podcast, best way to do it is to listen to another episode. Please check the show notes below. There are reference links. There's going to be a Cameron's book. There is a link to the Animal Instinct. Some merchandise if you like. You can buy me a coffee and then I can be more awake. And it won't take me 5 takes to record the episode, which would be amazing. But I guess that's the way to grow, just like in karate. Repetition, repetition, repetition. Again, thank you very much for your time. Much appreciated. Until the next one.
Sports Social Podcast Network.